What's up, guys? I've been putting zappies in all of my main decks in the meta. The 4 shockingly strong decks that I'm going to be showcasing are the best decks with zappies. They're played in the top 200 by pros, and they're some of my most played decks. Zappies are never good lightning value, and they come in a pack so they're pretty resilient, allowing you to sacrifice a couple of them on defense, especially to bridge spam. Whereas Electro Wizard and Electro Dragon, you can't afford to lose the one thing you have. The Zappy shocks keep you safe, especially if you stagger their stuns, so it goes stun, 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 instead of stun, 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 slowing your opponent's win conditions and bridge spam down to the slowest speed possible. So you have more time for fun and damage on offense. It's time for our opponents to enter into the Pika Hut so we can shock them silly and assert dominance. And lots of Zappy love to everyone that's supporting the channel with creator code SirTag. So we might have just destroyed a Mega Knight player in the span of a minute, and I didn't get to put it in the video because unfortunately our opponent's power shut off. If only he had the zappies, you know? If only he had the zappies. He literally like rage quit right after he realized he lost the tower. He did not want to play the game anymore. Started spamming a whole bunch of the Prince with the rainbow emote too as the Mega Knight player. He's really annoyed with me. I think I am going to be playing against a top 500 player in this game, so I have to focus up. I'm going to go in for a Bar Barrel, and ooh, he's also got the zappies too. He understands. He knows what's good in this game. So unfortunately for us, we are going to take some damage, but it's probably not going to be too bad. Maybe it is going to be bad. This is looking really sad. Skeletons are fortunately behind, so the zappies will get targeted. I don't think that situation was good, but the zappy literally was preventing the skeleton from going ahead for freaking forever. So we'll take what we can get. Really bad start, but can't be doom and gloom for too long. We're going to go in for a Goblin Cage here and expect our opponent to probably have a Rail Giant deck. Usually, Rail Giant is going to be paired with Zappies and Skeleton King more often than not. I would say that is probably the #1 strategy that I've been seeing at higher ladder. So maybe this guy is going to copy that tactic. I want to go in for Zappies when I am playing against RG because that's going to be a really good way of shutting it down. I just can't justify playing really aggressive right now because I don't know what other cards he's going to have in his arsenal. I'm going to pop the ability because I think it should dash on all 3 of his things. And if we can kill the Mother Witch, we're chilling. Yes, sir. Oh, he's going to go Zappies too? Yo, he doesn't understand. Even though he's top 500, he fumbled the bag there. So I promise Zappies are actually good. They're just playing for our team here. And that specific circumstance. He thought that their range were really long. The Zappies power is not on as an offensive card. It's really good defensively when you're able to stagger up their shots and then stun your opponent's stuff for a long period of time. It's funny that the entire video that we're recording right now is based around how good Zappies are. The guy just like showed how they're bad on offense, but trust me, they're super good on defense whenever you're able to lock up a tag for freaking forever. So I'm okay here giving our opponent some piggies with our piggies, and I think I want to go in for a Fly Machine and then maybe even click the ability of the Golden Knight yet again. More often than not, the Golden Knight ability is actually kind of underrated on defense. I would say more people just drop it on offense at all points in time, but it's a good defensive card too. All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to arrows directly on that, and then we can go Zappies just to slow down the Royal Giant and also create a position where we're going to be able to finish off the Mother Witch because it's not going to target onto our Fly Machine. I don't know how much elixir I leaked there, but I feel like it was a lot. We're going to go Bar Barrel. He's not going to go Skeleton Army. He is just going to wait a little bit, but when he does, we can go for a Golden Knight and crash onto the tower. I don't even think oh, wait, we're doing it. Oh, we're sending it today. Wait, I don't even think that was smart. What am I doing? We took the tower, and now we're dancing on his grave with the Golden Knight. All right, I see how it is. And then the Zappies will hold the door. Can't ask for any more than that. Very nice defense there at the end for fun. But yeah, if you guys are struggling against beatdown decks and you have Zappies and Goblin Cage Evolution, no one's breaking through you. It's pretty easy to triumph over top 500 players with skillless decks like Royal Recruits. And after a solid start with Royal Recruits, we've pushed up to 3,400 in the world. All right, it is time to scale into the late game with Mega Knight, which is something that I would typically never say. This Mega Knight deck is way better in double or triple elixir, and most Mega Knight decks are awful then, because usually they concentrate on overwhelming opponents when they make mistakes in single elixir, punishing them with either bandits or princes or wall breakers or skeleton barrels. And then as the game scales and then they have to break through multiple buildings and a very hard defensive sequence, it's harder because you don't have the luxury of using spells to break through the building. But with Lightning, the game is flipped. You're able to build up a huge push with Mega Knights, Ram Riders, and Lightning through your opponent's defensive sequences and feel really good about it. All right, so we can still cannon here and be okay. We're actually able to pull the Battle Ram super high up so the Barbarians connect, and then they have to walk all this distance back to our tower. I like playing like that because I know that if the Battle Ram pops, the Barbarians are still going to have full HP, whether they're in the middle or at the top. So if you're there at the top, they have a much longer distance right up here compared to in the middle. If it's in the middle, it's kind of unfortunate. Ah, damn, you got a hit there. All right, so I could lightning on this just to deal more damage, but I prefer to play a little bit differently. I want to get a Mega Knight down ideally. I don't think I can. I'll just like Ram Rider here and then potentially go for Zappy Surround. It seems kind of weird, but it will work. It will finally clean up the Executioner. It's just a little bit whack to do that. All right, so I could maybe go Cannon here. I think that our opponent likely has just like a weird Bridge Spam deck that I haven't seen the sort of before. I think I have an Ice Wizard here, and I did drop a lower cannon this time. I just didn't know what else he was going to do. You want to be a little bit less predictable. If I continuously go for the same placement, then obviously the opponent's going to go like Bard Burl or drop a spell or drop a unit to snipe the cannon, so I have to switch it up sometimes. All right, what are we going to do? If I Ram Rider, I think it's better just to go arrows here and then hit the Ice Wizard afterward with the tower. Shouldn't take any real damage here at all. Also, as I said before, this deck scales really well in the late game, so we're going to swerve him and go on the other side. We're also going to only drop one zap. Oh, no, we're dropping 3 zappies on defense. This is totally fine. And then we can cannon as well. We should be able to knock back the Battle Ram evolution, and the zappies will probably prevent him from doing anything here. Wait, is he just cooked? The Mega Knight did jump backwards. It was kind of derpy. I didn't mean for him to do that. We're going to lightning here and win the battle at the bridge, and then... Wait, we killed the unit with the lightning in the air that was getting knocked back by the Mega Knight. What? I don't think I've ever done that before. That was wacky. Did y'all see that? Imagine getting tossed up in the air to get killed by lightning. That was insane. All right, very valuable Mega Knight value. And then, of course, we can go in for a cannon or zappies. I would prefer to go for a zappies if we can go and target the correct stuff, because we're going to get more counter push, even though they're not evolved. I love my zappies. Then I can go and chuck another lightning at him and cheese him. I'm hoping that we can get a Mega Knight on top of these units. Jeez, dude, there's no way he's not ready for the cheese like this. All right, hear me out. We're going to arrows as well so that the guards are gone. And then the zappies are still alive. They're a win condition too. Come on. The Pika Hut. Don't mess with the Pika Hut. They gotta win the game. They have to at this point. Pika Hut gonna pounce. It's gonna be ours. All right, I might go for zappies at the bridge for the meme at this point, guys. It's not even smart. It's literally stupid. But we gotta win with the Pika Hut power. All right. We're gonna shock him. We're gonna shock him with lightning. It has to be done. Pika Hut! As you can see, this deck is really defensive and basically impossible for Bridge Spam decks to break through. When you have Zappies, Cannon, and Mega Knight, you play against Bridge Spam, it's an auto dub. Luffy, let's go! So, hopefully he's a dodger Luffy and just dodges his match real quick. I'm gonna go in for Wall Breaker, split him up, and then use our Zappies on defense if we need to. This guy's got Bar Barrel, so usually people playing Bar Barrel are playing Graveyard decks, but sometimes they're running something else. We'll see. Let's see what this guy is up to. I would like to maybe go in for a Mother Witch here. Oh, I mean, we see Mega Minion now. I don't know. This could be something spicy with like RG. Yeah, he's definitely got an RG deck. All right, so I could Hog Rider right into a Fisherman and then take a hit on the tower and then give a King Tower activation, but I don't really want to do that. I'm going to go Barbaro instead and see if we can get some damage. Cycling the skeletons at the bridge, skeleton army is fine because we're going to get a log or Barbaro and it doesn't really matter. And it's like an okay trade. Also, I missed the wall breakers. I should have kited those back, but it is what it is. The Barbaro should have hit our tower ever. It is what it is. It be what it be. And our opponent with a Firecracker is not running the deck that I thought it would be at all. So, obviously, he has Royal Giant, but I haven't seen RG with Firecracker in a long, long time. We're going to Hog Rider here because I think he pulls the Skeleton King instead. Oh my god, I'm going to get the Skeleton King on the tower with the ability too. Let's go. And the Hog Rider is not going to give him a King Tower activation. That is beautiful, baby. All right, so you guys already know. I have to go Zappies. It's the only option. If I do anything else, it's not going to work. But look, that particular placement, the stuns are not overlapping. So then they stop the Goblin Cage Brawler from making any monumental progress. And it cleans up a Mega Minion, Barbarrel, Goblin Cage. That's like a solid freaking 9 elixir. Even though that's not 9 of elixir of power, the Zappies still power them down for 4 elixir. So it's +5 trade all day. All right, we're going to go for our Skeleton Army here just to shut down the Firecracker with the Barbarrel. It makes our opponent like think a little bit more. They're going to be expecting, oh, he's not going to go Skeleton Army. I have a Firecracker. So then he wasn't really hovering the Barbarrel or the Electro Spirit. So what do we do here? If I go for Hog Rider and then evolve Wall Breakers, it does nothing. It's just going to go right into a cage. But hear me out. If we go for Zappies with the Skeleton King and then make a monumental play again, this is where we're going to win. This is what happens. Zappies are going to be stunning. He lightnings, doesn't even kill all the Zappies. And now we have some progress here. we're making strides in the right direction. I'm going to hog in the back. You guys are going to laugh at me for this, but here we are. Skeleton King with the skeleton army, arrowing on the firecracker that is going to be shimmying to the right side. And then I think we can go for wall breakers in the right lane too. The electric spirit isn't dead. Oh, he's going to bar barrel this. What am I doing? Why is he not bar barreling? Oh, the general died, but we're still doing so much damage. And then we can hog rider pull back the freaking little goblin guy. And the firecracker died? This is cracked. This is unreal. Oh, if I was diabolical here, we're just going to defend with the skeleton army yet again. And zappies, he can't break through. There's literally not much he can do. All right, arrows. Ah! Oh, I thought the firecracker would walk into it. I'm a walking dum-dum here, and the firecracker is just moving. It's making plays. All right, firecracker, you got to die to the skeleton so then everything works out. No, firecracker, I hate you. So why we can't have nice things? All right, hear me out. I'm going to bar barrel, make a prediction. Yep, that was the best bar barrel of my life. His firecracker lined up, so I was forced to go in for the bar barrel, and it was the best bar barrel ever because he gave me more firecrackers. That was kind of crazy. That was kind of chaotic. I think both wall breakers connected, and I just arrow cycle them and win the game. As weird as this is to say, we have definitely won the game if I can bar barrel on the firecracker when he royal giants and then just shut him down for a little bit of time. The electric spirit's wasted. He's going to bar barrel predict. But dude, I got arrows on lock. This game is over. I might have missed the arrows against the firecracker, but it doesn't even matter because the zappies were going to clog the left side. So I can confidently make multiple misplays and still shock our opponent out of the game. If I'm going to be real with y'all, nothing outshocks the hut. All right, so bro's flexing a ton of ranks in the banner. I wonder if he's going to just feel overconfident against me. To be like, Jake, you're worse than me. I'm going to destroy you at the start. Sometimes people do that. If they think that they have more achievements than you, they'll just spam as much as they possibly can and undervalue your skill. So I could zap with our zappies. I kind of want to, but at the same time, I don't think it's really going to accomplish much. Zappies on offense are mediocre at best. But I can put my faith in the Night Witch in this deck and really build up our evolutions with our baby dragon so we can scale well in the late game. I don't think that this push is going to do much. His bowler should just straight up die since the musketeer is definitely dead to the poison. And our toxicity of baby dragon prevailing in the bridge war is awesome. I don't think our baby dragon's smart enough though to retarget, but we're going to zap. So then we shut down the bowler and make sure it doesn't get any bowler rocks on our tower and also clean up those minions. So decent trade, cycling towards the evolutions. We take that any day of the week. Ooh, all right, wait, he's looking kind of weak. He's looking kind of weak. He's at 3,800 HP and we're at 4-2. So we're cooking. All right, very easy king tower activation if we're able to make it happen, but we'll see. I want to go Night Witch, so then if he decides to go Graveyard, the skeletons will potentially get cleaned up, and then we can fish him in pretty early against this giant, see if we can pull it fast enough. Get away from the Night Witch bats! Yes! Let's go! I didn't know if it was going to work. I had faith. I had hopes. I had dreams and aspirations, and we stacked up so many bats, too. We know for a fact that opponent's running Giant Graveyard. He is top-ranked player with all of the ingredients of Giant Graveyard, and it makes sense for him to do anything else. I could zap that. I don't really want to. Kind of rather cycle baby dragon, force out a musketeer, see what else he's going to be able to do about that. I mean, not much, right? He can't even graveyard with a bowler. He's going to have to drop a giant and all in with it. So if I were him, I would probably giant with this. So I'm going to go in for Dark Prince and block. So game plan here, game time play, is to cycle a lot of stuff here and then just block the bowler as much as we possibly can. Then go fisherman here. Then we could pull back the giant, ideally. Zap on all the skeletons. Maybe just clean up the bowler and dissect his push that way. Wait, is the fisherman going to be an offensive threat here on the left side? All right, screw it. We're going to go baby dragon with it. It's going to be an offensive threat if I've ever seen one. Yo, this is the most scuffed push ever, but we got dual lane pressure, so I think he's cooked. Nah, he's dead. He's just fleeing. He's like, Jake, I'm not about part of this party. I want to part ways with you as I get torn apart. Oh, man, that's great. That was awesome. David's day is done, and we absolutely annihilated him. Dumpstering Giant Graveyard typically feels pretty good, but I'm not going to lie, our deck was pretty dirty too, so I can't be proud of that dub. Chalk the like button, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.